Hello, my friend, and welcome to the third in a series of tool reviews. This is the third one I've done. I did TC2000 and FinViz Elite. This is probably one of my favorite tools that I use for day trading and investing. And I would say that for if you're an active trader, this is a tool you definitely want to consider. What I mean by active trader, day trader, swing trader, even an active investor. I think this is something that you want to consider. If you're not very active, then this probably isn't something that you have to have. Back in the day, when I used to do a lot of posting on StockTwits and Twitter, I used to get questions all the time as to, Tim, how are you seeing this stuff so fast? And 90% of the time, that was from Benzinga Pro. I don't do as much posting on StockTwits or Twitter anymore. I do a lot of posting within my own chat room for the pro members over at Alpha Wolf Trading. Anything that I think is significant, stock moving or market moving. And there's just a tremendous amount of information. There's options flow. There's insider buying activity. There's news releases, press releases. I mean, there's short activity, all kinds of different stuff that you can find to identify potential trading or investing opportunities. And I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here. We're going to go through those features here in a second. If you're interested after you see this video, if you're interested in checking out Benzinga Pro, click on the banner just below this video, and you will get a discount from Benzinga Pro as a visitor to Alpha Wolf Trading for pro members of Alpha Wolf Trading. So really good deal from them, and I think if you're interested, you should give it a whirl. I mean, if look, you don't have to sign up for an annual plan. That is the best savings, but if you just want to take it for a whirl for a month, try it out for a month, and I swear, once you've tried it, you play around with it a little bit, you're gonna love it. I did not. I have actually underutilized a Benzinga Pro for a long time, and it wasn't until about 3-4 months ago that I actually really started to delve in a little bit deeper. I was happy with Benzinga Pro before. I'm ecstatic with it now, and I think you'll recognize why that is. Let's just go ahead and take a look at the program, and we'll take it from there. All right, so this is the main window that you're looking at here. Before I go any further, I just want to show you that you can pop these windows out and put them wherever you like on your screen. I have the news feed popped out and constantly streaming on one of my screens, so all day long. So you can pop out any of these windows if you choose to do so. Now, you can have several different types of workspaces that you set up, so that way you can just real quickly pop from one workspace to another. They have a screener, which I have to tell you I really don't use all that much. It's one of the things that I seem to forget. I mean, I never seem to be lacking stocks to keep an eye on, but you could set up a screener and say you just want to look for gainers, and on a 15-minute time frame you want to look at stocks that are a market cap of 0 to 300 million, and you want to do stocks under $5, right, or 5 or below. Refresh, and you can actually move this down. It'll bring up a list of, hold on a second here. All right, you want to be difficult? That's fine. Okay, here we go. So you bring up a list of all the stocks that meet that criteria, right? And this is the previous close. You got the just so you can see the full screen here. Average volume per day, right? Previous close price, right? And you've got a list of stocks that have made a move in the last 15 minutes. So you have a screener that you can use. You've got the news feed, and you can color code specific categories that are important to you. Like, for example, that color code is insider trades, and I also have an alarm set up on that, so you can set your alerts. Now, along with the alerts, you can also set up what things you would like to have sent to your email, right? Sometimes I'm out on my phone, or I want to, earnings and guidance. I want to see earnings and guidance as it comes through. It gets sent to my email. You can set up, for example, on insider trades, I've got this little shatter sound, which scares the crap out of me sometimes because I'm not expecting it. but you could set up for mergers and acquisitions. You can set up your different sounds. Like, I've got Morse code on mergers and acquisitions. So and you can choose what gets emailed to you too. So it's got a nice option there. Let's talk about the news feed, right? So if I want to just look at a specific category, maybe all I want to do is I want to look at small caps, right? It'll bring up all small caps. If I want to look at different sources, right now I've got Benzinga signals and Benzinga wire. But let's say I want to see SEC filings. Well, hold on a second here. Let me reset. And I'm going to go with just SEC filings. And here's all the SEC filings, right? This director was granted 572 shares at $80.75. Got a Form 4, right? Lots of Form 4s, all kinds of SEC filings for the day. Let's say I want to, let's go to sources. I want to get rid of those SEC filings. Go to Benzinga Wire, look at categories, and I just want to see insider trades, right? I pull up insider trades at the end of the day, end of the week, and I want to go through these and see if there's anything significant, any significant amount of shares. For example, this Calv just had director in October 20th bought 565,000 shares at $8.61. That's a pretty significant insider buy. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go take a look at the chart, do my technical analysis. I use TC2000. I don't have to use TC2000. I could actually just get the details here. I could punch in Calv, right? Let's take a look. KALV. And that's the daily chart, but let's take a look at the yearly chart, right? And then I could look at SEC filings for Calv. I could look at press releases for Calv, right? So I could do a little analysis here if I chose to, but I prefer to do that stuff on TC2000. I can look at their financials, get a quick snapshot of that. I could look at their income statement, their cash flow, their balance sheet, right? So you have a lot of tools right here at your fingertips, and you don't need to go browsing all over the web to do it, right? The other feature that I used to use a lot, and I don't use as much now that I've got the chat room, because just, I'm watching the news feed. And really, I barely ever leave my chair or standing in front of the computer, so I don't really have to have this alert on. But by chance, if you don't want to, maybe you don't want to have, or you don't have enough room to have a news feed in front of you, what happens with this is that you get an audio alert if anything significant happens for a particular stock or for the market overall. You get an audio alert, and that's a pretty cool feature. Anything that's significant gets announced. Let's see, if you want to look up earnings calendar, right, for a specific stock, let's say, AAPL, I'm not sure when the earnings are, and you get the whole earnings calendar, 12, it'll tell you 1:30, 2018, confirmed. Let's see, and they just reported at 11/2, 2017. They beat. Actually, you're not seeing that because I've got it. Let me pull this over. So 11/8 or 11/2, 2017. They confirmed. They came out with an EPS of 197. Estimate was 187, so it was a surprise beat. I mean, there's all types. You can build a watch list. I have a few names on the watch list. Actually, most of my watch list is on TC2000 and FinViz. Let's see. So let's go. Let's just pull up the news feed, and you can break it down by specific sector. So like technology. Maybe I don't want to look at application software and computer hardware. Maybe I'm just more interested in on semiconductors and online media, right? Done. So it breaks it down to just that specific sector. Categories. You can color code these. So, you go to alerts, and let's go to the news feed, right? And I want to change the color of market exclusives, right? So I'm going to make that more like a blue, and then I want to do exclusives. I want to make that kind of a brown. And insider trades, earnings guidance, right? You can change the size of the text. Key phrases are highlighted. And there's, like I said, I probably underutilize some of this stuff. I have the things marked that are important to me, right? If you want to look at options flow, right? And that's all you want to do is look at options flow in the tech sector, right? Oh, look at this. Qualcomm just happened to have a bunch of options flow as they were getting ready to be, the news was going to come out that they may be bought up by Broadcom. How unbelievable is that? There's probably some interesting, let's see. I just want to see what Qualcomm was, actually. So this was Friday, and there was some pretty significant, let's see, there was put sweeps at the bid, put sweeps, and then call sweeps at the bid. It wasn't actually as much, what was it the day before? All right, so we had 55 call sweeps at the ask, 4,000 of them, which is pretty significant, that were done on Tuesday. And that was a pretty big little bet there. They probably did extremely well on Friday. So I wonder if that was an unusual buy. Oh, there was another one here on Wednesday, 4,000. And another one on Tuesday, 4,000. Those seem like pretty big, pretty significant call sweeps. Curious. So you get the idea, right? I mean, there are so many fantastic tools. You can break it down by category, right? I mean, so industrials. Maybe I just want aerospace defense. I don't want airlines. I don't want any of these other. Maybe I want to look at just engineering, construction, and aerospace defense, or farm machinery, right? You can really narrow it down to a specific focus on these filters. Let's see. I'm probably missing some other stuff on here. It's really, you gotta kind of play around with it and customize it to whatever it is you're looking for. press releases, transcripts, summaries. Let's see. You want to narrow it down to just trade ideas, right? Benzinga's bulls and bears of the past week. All eyes on Apple. This is just basically some trade ideas. Street Sweeper out with short report on Overstock. They report next week, so that should be interesting. But there's all kinds. If you just want to look up, short stuff, let's just take a look and see what the shorts are looking at. Not phased by short report. Street Sweeper, let's see. CARICOM alleges many of CARICOM's metrics numbers are inaccurate. Replies directly to short seller. So, there's all kinds of stuff that is all right here at your fingertips. Listen, if you have any questions, if you want to give Benzinga Pro a whirl, and you have any questions, email me at tim@alphawolftrading.com. I'll be more than happy to help you out. This is real time. Right now you're not seeing everything as but when we're rolling throughout the day, this screen is just jamming, right? All kinds of information, and if I see a sector that starts moving, I'll maybe sometimes just pull up that specific sector. See a stock that's moving, then I pull up, the chart, and maybe delve a little deeper on the main screen. But like I said, I've always got this pop-out screen, the news feed, running all day long. Actually, this one here. Well, that's very disheartening. So I hope this is helpful to you. I'm going to review this video and make sure I did a decent job here. But if you have any questions about it, email me at tim@alphawolftrading.com. Have a fantastic morning, evening, day, wherever you are. Weekend, weekday, not sure when you're watching this video, but I hope it was helpful to you. And like I said before, if you're an active trader, I think this is a tool that you absolutely must have. All right, have a good one, and I'll see you next time.